Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome back to another LEGO Indiana Jones review. So today we're looking at the only set that I currently own for the Temple of Doom, that being set number 7682, Shanghai Chase. This set includes 244 pieces, originally retailing for $29.99 when it released on January 1st of 2009. Now I vaguely remember getting this at Barnes & Noble, I think. I remember Barnes & Noble just being the place where they had all of these Indiana Jones sets for so long, because they used to have a lot of the retired sets just long term. I think they still do. Last time I was there I saw some of the 2018 Harry Potter sets and even some of the sequel trilogy Star Wars stuff still hanging about. But anyways, this is probably one of my favorite sets from 2009. I'd really love to see how LEGO could reimagine this set, maybe making these vehicles in that Speed Champion-esque style. I don't know, I think that would make for a really great remake, and for sure something that would slightly make up for them canceling the one Temple of Doom set that we were supposed to get this year. For our first minifigure, we have Indiana Jones, who is exclusive because we get a brand new torso print to represent the fancy attire he enters that bar in. I really like the attention to detail, even including that little red flower, facial expression being the same one that we got in all the other Indy sets, regular haircut style piece like they used for Han Solo back in the days. In addition to the hairpiece, you'll also get his fedora hat, so you can have him wearing his classic Indy hat, or you can just have him with his hairpiece. We also get an exclusive version of Willie Scott in this set. I believe she'll also appear in two other sets, but with other different variants. We get this outfit that she's wearing while in Shanghai while she's performing, which I love the printing on this, even down to the legs there. This is such an impressive torso piece, even including back printing, which was very uncommon for the time period. You get that sleeveless look. For her accessory, we get this gem, which I know that they were all fumbling over this gem. I'm surprised they didn't include like a little reference to the antidote or something, or maybe that was what LEGO was going for when it came to this gem's inclusion, but this was the big thing that they were all fighting for, the Gangsters versus Indy. I also have to point out a double-sided facial expression when they include one with a very nice smirk, or just a loud big smile there. And from the other side, something that better fits a few other scenes, that scared, unhappy look. Another thing that's really cool about this figure, we get a brand new hairpiece for the time period. And we also get the crown piece recolored in translucent red, which was previously seen in LEGO Belleville, but you know, that was a long time ago, so this is practically new for the time period as well. As the getaway driver, we have Short Round, who will also appear in the Temple of Doom set from the time period. Get a brand new print for both the torso and the headpiece there. Only the front printing for both of those, because the hat doesn't cover up the back side, and the hat would have had printing if they made him modern day, or maybe even be dual molded with the hair hat combo. One of the two minions of La Chi included in this set, the Shanghai Gangsters. We get the same exact torso print for both of these guys, but we get brand new facial expressions, which are so cool. We also get the fedora recolored in black, I believe for the first time ever in LEGO form. And of course you gotta get a gun for the accessory, as these are the bad guys. This other guy also features a really cool facial expression. I don't know, LEGO Indiana Jones just had such really great facial expressions back in the day, especially for the bad guys. I think they all look really serious and angry and not as smiley as you'll see some villains in sets nowadays. Alongside our cast of good and evil characters, we get some cars for them to ride in, and I do really like that they can all somewhat fit within these vehicles. Starting with my favorite one from back in the day, this is all because LEGO included this cape-like piece for the top cover of the car, which even has this part that you can lift up in order to actually peek your head out the top and just shoot behind you at your bad guys who are following closely. I really love that they included this piece. I mean, it's not something they would do nowadays. Of course, this would all be brick built in modern day LEGO, but For the time period, this was something very common where they used these like textile pieces from the top of certain builds. I should also point out how that's connected using these flex tube pieces and the battle droid arm connection and the clip piece connections and all such. It's really interesting, and from the back side you can see it better if you remove this, how we get one of those pin pieces, not the Technic pin pieces, the Technic pin pieces with the rounded top piece. You know what I'm talking about, you see it on screen. Speaking of this back section, this is I guess meant to be some sort of trunk, though in the back of the instructions, LEGO shows that you can put short round here because he can't exactly sit down very easily within the front compartment, which is, I believe, a piece that we saw introduced in LEGO Adventurers, this particular section for the front of car builds. It's really cool to see them reintroduce it again now, though I believe it got a brand new part number at this time, and I think it only comes in one other set. Speaking of exclusive parts, this particular slope piece is still exclusive to this set. That was one of the pieces that I was missing when it came to completing this particular build. From the back side you can see the taillights, and from the front you can see the headlights. And one thing that you may notice is missing from the front of this vehicle and also the front of the other vehicle is the license plate numbers. Now, if you actually look at the real cars, they do happen to have those things. If LEGO were to make them modern day, I would think that they would include them as stickers, though this set does not include any stickers. So good job LEGO on that, but still, it's one thing that I really would have liked to have seen from the front of this car. Placing the rest of your characters inside the build, I now realize that it is kind of unrealistic, your character poking out the top of this thing. And even if they wanted to shoot from that back side, I mean, I guess they could, they just gotta flatten that back part. But again, you get that studded area in there. In order to sit your minifigure, I do recommend removing the weapon because it makes it a lot easier. And you do happen to get a steering device and somewhat of a windshield, that black bar completely like blocking it, which is, I guess, very, very unsafe for driving. And you get that spot from the back side if you want to just have short round hanging about with them, which I guess is kind of accurate that he was back there at one point, but Indy does make him take the wheel for a portion of this drive. On to the Gangsters car, you get this full black and light gray, dark gray color scheme for this, which we know and love for villains. You see it a lot in LEGO Star Wars. You get the back taillights and you get the front headlights, again missing the license plate numbers and such. You get that same sort of like cabin compartment design from the very front, that black piece instead of the tan that we saw. Really cool to see that. You get that studded area so you can place your minifigures, though it is a little bit harder to do that because we don't have that soft cape-like piece from the top of the design. But no matter, LEGO does make it easy to actually remove this top section, even if some of the parts do happen to get stuck to the top of it. And there you go, you have both of your gangsters chilling in their vehicle. They look really menacing from the very front there through that windshield design. And you also happen to get some space in the back here if you want to put something or other in there. Not sure what you would do. Maybe kidnap one of them. That seems like something they'd want to do. And something I do want to mention, which is kind of obvious, is the fact that they do have wheels, both of these vehicles, so you can have them crash into each other or just chase after one another. So overall, for $30 back in the day, all exclusive minifigures with the exception of Short Round, who came in the Temple of Doom itself, I think this was a pretty solid value. You get two cars, one for your good guys, one for your bad guys, so you can recreate that chase scene from the opening of the film. And I think the cars turned out really great for the time period, though again, I would really love to see LEGO's take on that modern day with that sort of Speed Champion-esque style, similar to, say, the car that we got within that fighter plane chase for this year Indiana Jones. I really do hope that we see more from this theme in the future. I think it sold exceptionally well, and it is just really disappointing that we didn't get anything for the latest film release, Dial of Destiny. Honestly, that's the reason why I decided just to go ahead and finish off my reviews on these sets, as I'm really unsure if we're going to be seeing any more from this theme, and I just really think that these sets need attention, and people putting out Indiana Jones related content, and LEGO seeing some kind of buzz behind it could make them say, hey, we might as well release 1 or 2 more sets. It's worth a try. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!